Hello. I'm doing a project for school, so it's interesting. And it is about something that we can do to improve the battles that we are facing. So, I'm going with all of them. I was supposed to do one, but I don't think I'm going to get not credited for doing extra work. So, what I do first is I'm doing women's rights first. As everyone knows, women are put down because they're women. They have different genitals. Don't know why. It's not the best thing ever. My guess in the historical value of why women were put down was because men were biologically stronger than them. At this time, there are men that are stronger than there are men that are stronger than women, and there are women that are stronger than men. But what I mean is, on average, men have better upper body strength than women. Now that does even out because women have better lower body strength than men. So, the reason that I'm guessing that women were put down, and there's no reason to be put down, was because back when the gladiators or whatever, I don't know, back when strength is the only thing that mattered, women weren't as strong as men were, so they became a tool, and that's not good. That's not good. You don't want that, obviously. So through the generations, it's just kind of stayed that way, with people and celebrities thinking that they can just get away with doing whatever they want. They can just get away with everything. Now, I'd like to point out that some of these names I'm about to list, even though all of them, about 99% of them were men, some are women that sexually harassed other women. So I'm just gonna, say the same thing. And if it's same gender, it's also LGBTQ rights. So I think it's okay. So I'm going to list some of the biggest offenders. Now this isn't all of them because I don't have enough time to do that. Let's list them right now. Matt Lauer, Garrison Keller, Kevin Spacey, Jeremy Piven, Jeffrey Tambor, Mario Batali, Roy Moore, Jameis Winston, Andy Dick, Louis C.K., James Toback, George H.W. Bush, Mark Halperin, Al Franken, Russell Simmons, Brett Ratner, Glenn Thrush, George Takei, Sylvester Stallone, Charlie Rose, John Conyers, John Lasseter, Andrew Krisberg, Nick Carter, Danny Madison, Dylan Howard, Tom Ashbrook, Ryan Lizza, Morgan Spurlock, Tavis Smiley, Dustin Hoffman, Jerry Richardson, Gene Simmons, T.J. Miller, Bill Cosby, Woody Allen, R. Kelly, John Travolta, CeeLo Green, Britney Spears, Bryan Singer, Gary Glitter, Sean Penn, Brad Pitt, David Copperfield, Ben Roethlisberger, Roman Polanski, Mike Tyson, Al Gore, Jim Morrison, Oscar Wilde, Tupac Shakur, Tommy Lee, Nelly, Anthony Kiedis, Tucker Carlson, Marilyn Manson, Paul Ribas, Kobe Bryant, Jerry Lawyer, ASAP Bari, Billy Joe Armstrong, Jim Brown, Errol Flynn, Jeffrey Jones, Harvey Weinstein, Gerald Dipidru, Cassie Affleck, Les Moonves, Morgan Freeman, Luc Bassem, Nev Schulman, Eric Eric Schmidtman, Thomas Ravel, Tom Brokaw, Stan Lee, Mike Isabel, Jeff Franklin, Philip Burke, Mohammed Al-Halid, Charlie Walk, Paul Mancero, Scott Balto, Azzy Azaro, Steve Seagal, Michael Douglas, James Franco, Ben Vereen, Paul Higgins, Geraldo Rivero, Danny Madison, Dustin Hoffman. I think I said Dustin Hoffman already. Bruce Weber, Johnny Lizzie, Ed Witzwick, Gary Goddard, and Barrales, Oliver Stone, Larry Nassar, Richard Dreyfuss, Benny Mendy, Tom Sizemore, Mark Schwitz, Brett Kavanaugh, Jeff Fager, Asia Antariga, Chris Hardwick, Jenna Diaz, Tom Baruch. Oh man. Tom Barkaw, Chris Falke, Michael Farrow, Richard Meyer, Sherman Axie, Philip Burke, Lemony Snitchett, Patrick DeMiro, Vincent Sickericone, Ben Affleck, Roy Price, and Donald Trump. Now, those are just a few of them. If you don't believe me on any of them, look it up. They've all been at least accused of sexual harassment or sexual assault or rape of some type. Now, not all of them have been convicted. I'd say very few of them have been convicted, actually. But it's still bad, okay? Because I'm guessing that 90% of them have actually done something, okay? There's not enough evidence to back it up. So, I think that women are put down, and it's wrong. It's so fundamentally right. It's wrong. That's basically what I said. Now, you have like over 1,000, like there are 28 billion women that came up and said that that Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein sexually assaulted them. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. And I think that women just historically deserve better. Like, historically there was story, and it's true, of when women wanted to get the right to vote. What they did is that they got, like, training so that they were, like, super, like, really good at martial arts. What they would do is that when somebody, like, because the police, they would come after the women. So they put barbed wire in the plants that were around. So what they did is when the police officers came, they would throw them into the plants with the barbed wire. And at one point, the first time that they tried this, they unmasked one of the people that was supposed to be like this women's activist that was like campaigning for the right to vote, and they unmasked her. Well, it wasn't unmasked, it was more like just take off the hat and everything. And she was a body double. So the person, that actual activist, had gotten away clean. The second time they tried, or a few times later or whatever, they caught her eventually. It's the entire police force against like 20 women. They never stood a chance. But they were activists, women's activists, and they are heroes in historical and modern times, because later, I don't know when, I don't know the exact dates, I don't even know if it was like 5,000 years later or 2 weeks later, they got the right to vote. And I'm almost 100% sure that it was somewhat because of what she was saying. That is part 1. Tune in next time to hear part 2.